Hello, hello. How is everybody? Thank you for bearing with me. Please confirm that you can hear me. Parzival, how you doing? Thank you so much for showing up. Woo. Yeah, the time, I'm trying to stream at different times in hopes of catching everyone. I assume from the comments that we have people from different time zones. That's what the analytics are telling me. So it's always good. Like I just like seeing your name in there. I know you from the comments, and thanks so much for showing up. Axe, how are you doing? Z, you're here, buddy. How are you doing? You feel like jumping in the voice chat? Do it if you feel like it. If you're up for it, no time commitment, even if it's just to say hello. John, how are you doing? John, I actually am meaning to get back to you on your question about Storm X. I was in the middle of trying to answer that, and then I don't know if it was the Elgato or what, but the gameplay was not showing up. So yeah, Meta, thanks for showing up. Are you doing your run in about an hour? Is that what I saw? As I was trying to get the Elgato working, I thought I saw an alert show up. John, thanks for letting me know the audio is good. Man Falcon, thank you. Slade, perfect, thank you. Yeah, and Falcon, thank you for being here. Z, man, someday we're going to just coordinate this and we'll just call it the Z stream. Like, you have been a stalwart, I like using that word, for a long time, and I really appreciate it, and your help is invaluable. I'd like to get you on the stream one day, for sure. One day soon. Meta, you already did your run. Oh, Enzo and Coop. Okay, yeah, I was. I'm not the most tech savvy, as anyone who's been with me for a while knows, and the Elgato just wasn't coming up. I'm still not totally sure what the problem was, but it seems to be working fine now. So we'll go ahead and get that straightened out. What's up, Cara? How you doing? Michael Stover, how are you? You have a Rags, a Stealthy Aegon, only Rags Stoop, plus Awakening Gem, need Prestige, but don't know what to do. In that scenario, I would go Stealthy for sure. Oh yeah, passing on duping Aegon is crazy. Have you done I assume you've done Labyrinth. Have you done Abyss? That would be the big thing for me. The big sticking point is Prestige is nice. It is a nice thing. But really doesn't do much for you if that's not something your alliance is prioritizing, or if it's not something that's getting you into an alliance you otherwise would not be in. Stealthy's fine. Stealthy's good. I think Karate Mike used stealth quite a bit in his Legends run. I'm not positive. I can only make about an hour of it, but I think he did. And then I don't know anyone who has ranked Rag Thor and then says, "Oh, I'm so glad I did this." Putting all those 6 stones in, I can now use him in all kinds of content when before I couldn't. So if you're going for the Prestige, great. But I think Stealthy is a beautiful, beautiful happy medium in all of those. So Jose, so there you go. There's a Stealthy fan right there. His second R4. Congratulations. That's awesome. He's a great champion. He's a great champion, right? I did a rankings that came out today. If you do look at it, please look at the pinned comment. The tech champions, after I put it out, it's like, this doesn't make sense. And I didn't have time to redo the video. So the tech champions have been updated in the pinned comment, which has the rankings list, that Google sheet. Yeah, that Google thing, whatever that is. But I think you know what I'm talking about. Black, don't go for Rags. Yeah, see, more people just saying, like, I just don't know anyone who's ranked. If you're listening and you've ranked up Rag Thor and you now use him in a way that you didn't before, or you just have something really positive to say about him, please do it. Please let us know. And as Pars is pointing out there, the prestige difference isn't that big. It's not that big. And Duke is right. The Black Widow Deadly Origins, I think that's where he's going with because of the skill. She has some of the highest damage output in the game. Really early on in this channel, Strand submitted a diss track run in AQ. And I actually compared it with my rank 3 SIG 200. Man, words are hard today, but my rank 3 SIG 200 mutant. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look this up. This is crazy. Sunspot. There it is, Sunspot. And she actually beat Sunspot in a few of the fights. She was doing more damage. So yeah, she's awesome. I really like her. And Parswell is going to take his stealthy to rank 3. That's fantastic. There you go. People's Champ, thank you so much for showing up. It is always nice when I see you because, as I say, you spent hours talking to me about setting up a stream, and here we are. Z is bringing up a great point. I think he's referring to the video I did comparing the damage of Sunspot and Black Widow Deadly Origin. And not only did she beat him on some fights, now remember it's diss track, so there's a couple different things that come into play there, but it was, holy cow. Duke, thank you so much, buddy. The OG friend here helped me start this channel. I really appreciate that. Becoming a stalwart is extremely meaningful. You and Z were, you and I joked about this channel for months and then did it. And thank you so much for doing that, buddy. It's extremely meaningful to me. I had no idea you were going to do that. And so I'm not going to get too emotional here on live stream, but thank you, you and Z doing that. And then of course, Fusky too has come along recently. That means a ton to me. So I'm happy to see you all with the lucky hat there. And yeah, so Weapon X, how are you doing? I appreciated your comment. You just made a really good one, and I'm struggling to remember. There's been a lot coming in because we had a lot of luck. Anyways, thank you so much for. You just wanted the sticker, Duke. That's awesome. Well, that's the point of stickers. Z made these stickers. Actually, I think that hat might be from White Mummy, but Z made all of the other stickers that we have that we use there in the chat with the fist and the gecko. And obviously, I think you know who the gecko is styled after there, Mr. Duke Gecko himself. And so yeah, Layers, thank you for showing up. Yeah, the Duke Gecko snap. There it is. That is the sign of high skill, right? If it's like you're skilled, my friend, nice fight. That's what that is meant for. That's how I use it. Sergeant Bourne is here too. How you doing, buddy? I see you're streaming again. I love it. It's awesome, and I loved seeing you. I love seeing that. No, Z, you made the stickers for here too. You made that gecko, right? And the yes and the fist. Fox, how you doing? I saw your video. You got your first 6-star. I have not been able to watch it yet, but it came up on my subscriber feed, and it is on my to watch later. So I'm excited to do that. I'm going to continue trying to read the chat. I wanted to show you all something here, and then we will jump into a little bit of gameplay. But for those of you who have not seen my last 2 Crystal videos, I apologize for the spoiler, but I think this is just too good. I think we've got to do it. This guy's got to go up. It has to happen. And I thought you all deserve to see it live. So I'm going to go ahead and use the rank up gem. I've been holding on to that for a while. I used this guy in a lane in book 2 yesterday. I got him. I was just so excited. I read through his abilities one more time, and it just rushed in. I really had very little idea what I was even doing. I had a slight concept, and he crushed it. It was that power stinglang, so of course it's a little bit meant for him, but he absolutely crushed it. It was so much fun. This guy's got to go to rank 2. I am very tempted to move him to rank 3. I'm not going to do that today, but I'm very tempted to move him to rank 3. He does some unique stuff. I don't know if he's worthy of rank 3 just yet, but we got to bring him up. He's just too much fun. The animations, his SP3, which I'm sure, I remember when Doom came out and I was like, oh my God, this SP3 is incredible. I'm just going to watch it all day. And then after a while, I was like, all right, well, could we have a skip button? But this guy is just so good. He's so much fun. I like champions like this when, hey, did we just have someone join the,
Hi.
Z, how are you doing?
I thought I'd just pop by for a couple of minutes.
Thank you so much, dude. It is awesome to hear. You and I have chatted a few times, so I've heard your voice before, but I'm so glad everyone else is getting to hear it. Everyone, this is Z. This is Z. This is the creator of the stickers, and an extremely prominent voice on our Discord server together. One of the original supporters, creator of so many of the images that you see that have and hopefully his name is very prominent on them all. Thank you so much for joining, Z. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So you're here for the
That's so weird hearing my voice double now on the stream and on the Discord.
yeah. You're in two places at once.
Yeah.
So what made you? I'm so glad you decided to join. I thought I saw that you said you had to get to bed because you're in Europe, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm in Germany.
Okay.
Duke just says you gotta turn my volume up a bit.
Yeah, I've got you as loud as I can make you. We've been through this so many times on every stream. I have you as loud as I personally can do it. So if you have a way to do it on your own too, I think that would be good.
I sadly can't do that on my mobile since I'm already on my
Okay.
way to bed, practically.
All right. Well, I can hear you pretty well. Can everyone at least hear him a little bit? Yeah, it looks like some folks can hear you, buddy. So you had a good weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. I was baking some Christmas thingies, and they're absolutely delicious.
Are those like
Members of the Discord server saw some pictures of it.
What's that? One more time?
Some members of the Discord server already saw some pictures of them.
Cool.
Bakeware.
I gotta check those out. Were they like cookies or are they like a regional dessert?
Cookies.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you whisk egg whites and then mix in some sugar and almonds, and it's absolutely delicious.
That sounds good. And what's it called?
In German, it's Mandelmakronen. I don't have a translation for it. Probably almond cookies of some sort.
Okay, cool. I'm not going to try to repeat it. I don't know if it's just like being Southern Californian or if it's Americans in general. Like, I think it's just something that doesn't come to us real well, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit like us trying to pronounce squirrel, which I obviously absolutely can't do.
Well, it's like the languages that have such a large amount of base in Latin, right? Like I think they're called the Romance languages, at least they used to be. Like I can kind of get them like a little bit. There's obviously going to be sounds and things that we can't do as well. And then there's languages that just aren't based on Latin or they don't have nearly as much of it. I can't do it. We try.
Yeah, we all do our very best.
Exactly, and that's one of the coolest things about about a game like this, and then of course the YouTube, right? Is bringing together so many people who would have otherwise literally never have met.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a bunch of people I've actually almost met in real life from MCOC, and it's just great to know to have made so many friends over the time.
Very cool. And then
I'm from Kassel. I don't know if I just saw the question in the chat. I'm from Kassel. It's pretty in the center of Germany.
Well, I'm glad one of us is keeping up with chat. I appreciate you doing that. Is there anything? I know you said you had limited time, and feel free to stay as long as you want. Please, always welcome. Is there anything you wanted to see though? Or test?
I talked about it on the Discord server for a bit. I found it a quite funny idea to make Goldpool a horseman and take him to stuff, because I don't think anybody has done that yet.
I did see that. You put that in the stalwart chat, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't we do that? I'll cut out of this in a minute. I plan on being on for a couple hours. And we'll cut out of this, and we'll take him into Abyss of Legends and see what we can see.
That's great.
You have time for that?
I'm not sure, but I definitely will watch the rewatch if I don't have time for that, because that will be a lot of fun, I assume. But in Abyss, how can you make Apocalypse the horse there? Don't you have to win a fight with him first?
Yeah, it will take a little bit of time. After I said it, I realized that you might not have time for it.
It'll probably be quite the expensive experiment if you try it in Abyss, don't
Um,
it?
hold on one second. Uh, uh, all right, cool. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's fine, right? Like, and if, I'm sure maybe in some of my streams, um, I think, I think in some of my streams there'll be like, hey, we're really trying to do gameplay and limit item use. In most of them, though, I'm just going to concentrate on trying to like have fun, talking to folks, and if I use items as a result, that's fine, right? Like, it's not the end of the world. So why don't we do that? We'll make him a horseman real quick, and then I'll get into some book 2 here. Looks like I was paying so little attention to the chat. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, I am trying to keep up a little bit.
Yeah, it is what it is. No big deal.
Yeah, actually, Duke just said he's also from Germany, from a town which is about 200 kilometers away from me.
All right, so Apocalypse. And then we want him to become fully charged as quickly as possible. And then, my gold pool, I think, is only rank 4. And I'm running suicides at the moment, so we'll bring in... Will that get rid of the bleed off of gold pool? To be honest, I don't usually play that guy.
I'm not sure, actually.
Let's find out. Born. Yeah. That's funny. What's everyone's obsession with item usage? I think it's like a fun way. Like, I know in line chats, at least a while ago, it's kind of a fun way to like, it's almost like, it's not a humble brag. I think that's the wrong term for it. But it's kind of a way to say like, that's how well I did in this, is I didn't even have to use any items. Like, and it's probably also often true, right? Some of the, some great players, do have that, and that's great for them. And there will probably be times where I try to do that because it is fun. I think it is impressive or a sign of skill. But, All right, so we will go in with Deadpool. And then see, how does one really play Deadpool? Like I said, for me, he was more of just like a trophy champion. And I was going to go with him for prestige. You don't know either? All right.
No, I just remember Duke's amazing Nick Fury solo, and he to me has always been one of those champions that is in the game for no real reason but to have fun with him.
Oh.
And I like those goofy champs, like Spider-Ham, who came out new, and also the Howards, Venom the Dark, Howard the Dark. I just love it.
I'm with you on that. That's part of why I love. That's part of what I'm loving. Oh, so I think I should have let him finish his dance there. That's part of what I love about Spider-Ham, and that's why I wanted him.
It's also part of why I love Gwenpool so much. The sound she makes when blocking, it's so annoying, but also it's just, she's kind of one of the OG goofy champs in the game. And that's also what I love about her, not just in the game, but in the comics. She's just, yeah.
You're talking about Gwenpool?
Yeah, I always talk about Gwenpool when I can.
Of course.
And he's just as goofy as gold pool, platinum pool, and I don't know. Oh, they are all cold by now.
And then what about, are you a fan of Squirrel Girl?
Yeah, I like her. I really like her. I think she's underrated by a lot of people. I really like the ability of bleed through block, and overall her being one of the strongest characters in the Marvel universe. Um, I like that. I like that a lot.
The synergy she has with Spider Pig is pretty good too, actually. I kind of I've done quite a few videos on her, but I think I want to do a video highlighting that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds like a great idea.
Tried to read chat there while playing. Maybe not the best idea.
Yeah, Zibat Harry, I'm pretty sure I pronounced his name wrong. He says that Krill Girl is awesome in Calf Skill Chapter, because her SP2 slaps hard.
Yeah, it definitely can. A lot of, I think, with learning her is learning how to utilize Tippy and moving Tippy back and forth. But that SP2 can hit very hard, and her heavies can do significant damage as well.
Yeah, the Tippy, I think that's very underrated what Tippy can do. Tippy can do a lot.
My biggest issue with her, because I actually really like her from a show I watched with my kids, is and I wanted to take her to R3. I have an extra skill, tier 5 CC, just sitting there, and I wanted to take her up, but I found that in Act 6, at least, when she was usable as like an evade counter or the auto block, she had trouble keeping up with the power control issues. There was a lot of just, I don't know, it just wasn't working out. And maybe it was just the over complex nature of Act 6. So maybe it'd be fun to revisit her in book 2. It seems like they've really toned a lot of that down, which would be nice.
Yeah, maybe take her in later today.
What's that? Yeah. That would maybe. All right. Well, that was fun. Maybe I should read up on Goldpool a bit more. Well, it was fun.
I'm actually impressed by Goldpool.
Yeah, and you know what? I think I kept forgetting to try to let People's Champ. How do you think I got Goldpool? Those crystals, my friend. And so what was I saying? I think the thing with him is letting the SP2 animation, that dance he does, let it goes through its full animation, and then you get the that prowess, and then cycle through there. Yeah. It feels like it was a while ago that I got him. They did that crystals when he came out, and 5 stars were still kind of relevant in high end prestige at the time. And I got him.
I think, and also he was one of the top 3 prestige at the time. Maybe Torex was above him, but not many others. So I've seen a lot of rank ups with him just for prestige.
Yep. Yeah, it was purely a prestige move at the time for me, and the crystals were not kind to me at all. The luck you're currently seeing on the channel was not there that day, and I was trying to rank him up, and then I think like soon thereafter, though, like it was only like a month or two later, like maybe Doom came out. I'm probably getting my timeline a little messed up. And it became very clear to me that if I took him all the way to rank 5, he wasn't going to be in my prestige long at all. And so I just kind of capped him at rank 4. So, it is what it is, but it was fun. Monkey, I know I always butcher your name, buddy. It's just the way it looks for me. How are you doing? Good to see you here. I hope you saw your boy Hulkbuster promoted to the super premium designation today. The video, I messed it up. But in the spreadsheet, he is there, and that is where he will be.
yeah, I'll move him up in the tier list. I hope I can do it tomorrow. I shouldn't have to do too much tomorrow. And speaking of tomorrow, I'll call it a day for now and see you another time, Vega. And thanks for that little test.
Of course, buddy. Thank you so much for stopping in. I always appreciate it, and I'm glad we got to get you in here. And we'll have to do it again soon.
Yeah, absolutely. See ya.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. EC, I'm doing great. So we're going to jump into a little bit of how are you doing? I think that's the natural way to, after you tell a person how you're doing. So we're going to jump into book 2 here. I want to finish it off. I want to finish off these 2 quests just for the initial completion, not doing the full exploration. My intention is to take my time with this. I'm not going to rush this. And just get those, and then I'm hoping to stream a lot of it or test out new champions on these things. There's so many great champions in the game. I'd like to test them out and see what they can do. So, so here we are. I had completely figured out what I was going to do, and I have now forgotten which lanes I was going to take. Moxie, it's great to see you, buddy. It is great to see you here. Layers, is AA good? AA is fantastic, at least for Alliance War. So many of the fights are matchup based, though. So with him, of course, the usual prerequisites of bleed and poison immunity can't be there. But if those aren't there, he is fantastic. I've really enjoyed just melting some champions in War lately with that. Is this looks like a? Am I reading this wrong, or is this looking like? Is this looking like an Aegon lane? What do you all think? Or will he not purify things in time? Hood path is really easy with Blade, Gwenpool, and Blade. Ghost. Oh, this is a ghost lane. Got it. Okay. And then who will we end up with? This is a Magneto fight, correct? Oh, Duke is saying go for another one. All right. Well, I should just pick one at some point. Warlock and Magneto. Okay. The Sinister, Mr. Sinister. What is that? All right, we'll do that. We'll do Warlock and Magneto. I happen to have a couple Warlocks, so that makes a lot of sense to me. And that will mean I do not need to remove suicides, which would be nice. And then who else should we bring in there? Who do you guys? Anyone want to see something tested? Namor. Namor for that one. I thought. Looks like my research was very wrong for this. Looks like my research was quite a bit off. But let's have some fun. Let's enjoy this. And then we'll, after this one, assuming we finish it, which I think we will, I'll move on to the next one. And you can let me know what you would like to see for that particular quest. I will say that I tend to hate life cycle. It is one of my least favorite nodes in the game. So we've got Hurt Locker, which typically isn't too bad. All right, let's get into this. Let's see how this goes. Mr. Sinister was my nemesis this season, but I was able to overcome him, which felt good. I love how he just stands there after he throws that SP1. It's like he's really admiring his work. Like he's just so impressed with himself. Well, it should be after he hits me like that. Duke, you use Magneto for most of these fights? Maybe when I see the rest, I'll understand why. You know what? Ink, a YouTuber, at least I hope he gets back into doing YouTube. He had some nice content and a really nice person. He did a full guide, I think, for all of what's released so far of book 2. So I would really like, maybe I should check that out. Unless we get some really fun suggestions from people saying they want to see a certain champion tested in the next quest. Meta, you know him? He's a good dude, right? He was helpful to me when I was very first getting started, even with just like technical equipment, and introduced me to White Mummy and some other people who are getting going. So like at Sergeant Bourne and things like that. So I hope he gets back into this. I do. I think he produced some pretty quality stuff. And so I hope he gets back into it. Do you know, is he, yeah, People's Champ, yeah, you know him too, that's right. In fact, that might be how I met you. So So I hope he does. I know he's talked about it off and on, and I'm seeing him be a little bit more active on the Twitter. Might have to use Phase's technique here. Does anyone else do this? I was talking about how my thumb sometimes sticks on the phone when I'm playing, and Phase was telling me that he puts not Vaseline, chapstick on his phone, actually on his phone, to help prevent that or alleviate the problem. And that surprised me, but it is definitely happening to me right now. And I am considering it. Does anyone else do that? If there's anyone else that can verify that that's a good idea and doesn't destroy your phone, I'd be curious. All right, let's see a little bit of chat here. Meta, yeah, you know, he had mentioned to me about 4 Loki as well. I'm still so new there. I told him, like, I have no pool. Like, no one's going to listen to me. But yeah, Duke saying for next quest, you'd go Human Torch, Max Fury, Gold Pool, Ghost for boss. Dude, if you're still here, remind me of that. In fact, why don't I write that down? Because that makes for exhilarating content of watching someone write something down. Torch, Magneto, Fury, Gold Pool, and Ghost. All right. Hey, Vega, I'm debating about taking my 5-star dupe Colossus or Quake to R5 in a second. I already have Ghost. Elliot, wait, Quake can do so many amazing things. The thing is, I would really make sure you know her well and can use her, but those two right there would see you through so many difficult quests and acts along the way. Colossus is amazing. So if you just realized Quake is not your cup of tea and you're not going to be interested in doing that, which I have not, I am far from a Quake master, then Colossus would be fantastic. Is it possible to get... I don't know. There was a lot of talk on that, and then the rewards, the offers came out, and I think people are so disappointed. The subject matter switched to just how disappointing it was to have Cav at the time. Fox answered the question. Yeah, I think Ink personality-wise is a great addition to probably any alliance, and from what I can see, he's a pretty skilled player too. Meta, yeah, but not his favorite chapstick. That's very true. For those who know Phase, that is particularly funny. But seriously, does anyone else put chapstick on their phone? I'm worried it would a bead of grease from the forehead. Yeah, that could work. I could try that. Maybe I will. We'll go to the Be Right Back screen before I try it. Do I have a glass screen protector? No, I do not, actually. Carl, you seem to be in the same boat as I am. I'm like, why would I ever do that? I feel like that would ruin my my phone. And then Duke providing more advice, which I always appreciate. Steve, man, how are you doing? How are you doing? Thank you so much for showing up. And then Rohan, so thank you. That's part of what I'm trying to do. I know a lot of the advice I've received has been that I should stream consistently at the same times every day, or at least have a schedule that I stick to. And that makes a lot of sense. I definitely understand why that advice is being given. And I've noticed that most streamers, most YouTubers who stream follow that. And it makes a ton of sense. I don't know how practical it's going to be for me because of my... I'm starting to not like saying real life because I feel like this is my real life too now. But I don't know how much my other job and my family and things like that, my other commitments will allow me to have a set schedule that I'm able to keep to all the time. But also, and we were talking about this at the beginning of the stream, based on the analytics I have from YouTube, what they provide us, and then just basic assumptions, a lot of the viewers come from various parts of the world. And I enjoy the interacting so much that I feel like I kind of want to stream at various times of the day so that I can interact with you all. So I'm really happy to hear that. That was you know me, I talk a lot. I enjoy it. And that was a long way to say, like, I'm really happy you're here, and I'm really pleased to see that sort of thing. William, thank you so much. And it was crazy how few crystals it took. I think the days of the huge hunts are over. I think Kabam I think they've changed enough in the game, and for a variety of reasons, I think those massive ones are done. Never say never, though. People who've known me a long time have heard me say that before. But I was so excited to see that we were able to get him. I think that was only 60 crystals, and we got both of them. The odds of that is just that I don't even know. I don't know the math on that, but I know the odds on the crystals, and you should not be getting 2 6 stars. Actually, I got 3 because we got the Magneto too. It's hard to. Yeah, it is, Man Falcon. There are so many streamers and so many people are really good at it. And Karate Mike just started streaming. He knocked it out of the park. I was so impressed by his ability to play and talk. I know he's an excellent player, but being able to do them both and do it as a live stream Legends run was incredible. Honestly, though, nothing that guy does surprises me. Like, as I've gotten to know him more, like, he's just good at everything from what I can tell. And you're repping New Zealand. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. Australia. Okay. So 7 a.m., but it's 7 a.m. Monday for you, right? Today's Sunday, I think, here. Yeah. So thanks so much for coming on that. So Vega, I can R3 A-bomb with Red Guardian. Wow. Yeah. You know what, Michael? So here's my thing with that is I'm trying to keep my spreadsheet and my champion rankings like super simple. And I originally started putting in synergies, and then I found it was just really confusing because then once I started ranking champions with the synergies that they could use, I then needed to come up with an insignia for that, right? And then my little map on the corner of all the various signs and symbols I was using was growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And I was quickly getting away from my main concept of let's keep this simple. Let's give people a really, really quick reference where they chapstick. I can use it on my phone. Where they could come in and just check out, hey, this is what Vega thinks, and then go watch. Obviously, I'd love it if they watch one of my videos, but I listening, KT1. I really did like Dark Zodiac. I don't know if he did like an official coming back video or leaving video. K21, Karate Mike, Cam. If you are on Twitter, I highly recommend following Cam. He's got these great cards that just lists the pros and cons and then have people go from there. So Abomination is the perfect example of my struggle with that. I feel the same way about Cable. Cable on his own, not so good. Cable with some synergies, pretty good. Cable with Apocalypse, you're starting to get to a pretty amazing champion. And then Slade, it's about 9 in the middle of Europe. Yeah, it is what it is. Elder, hey, how you? I'm doing great. How are you? Thank you for reminding me, John. I started to talk about it. So I actually started to answer it in the YouTube comments, and then I started to answer it here on this stream. So with Storm I think you listed a lot of really great qualities and a lot of things that she can do. And honestly, sometimes I forget all the things that she can do. Here's my issue with her and why I don't currently have her farther up is, there's the ability to handle champions that shrug, but then Apocalypse came out. And they're both still very new champions. Obviously, Apocalypse is newer and behind that paywall a little bit more. But I think he can do a lot of other things better too. So, and I get it. That just because one champion can do something better, it's not a reason to completely disregard a whole thing another champion can do. I feel like also with Storm, a lot of it was supposed to be her damage, but with that crit rate being so low, I think she has a lot of trouble taking advantage of that damage. You brought up some good points though about her ability to handle Korg, who's difficult for almost everyone to fight. Very few people can just sleep their way through Korg. And so maybe she does deserve to be higher. I recently pulled her as a 6-star, and she's on my list of, hey, one day I'd like to make just a quick like initial review video of her, and then obviously make her a horseman too. And maybe that will be something that'll help me, you know, with people like you making really smart comments, will help me start to see the value of her more. And that's also what that spreadsheet, my champions rankings are supposed to be, is, yeah, my opinion's on there, but it's also supposed to be reflective of the really smart community that we here are all building, and then getting that information out so we can share it with each other. So, oh no. I opened the 10 from 2019. Yeah, I had a fear I was doing the same thing, and I had to really slow down. I think I maybe even did open a wrong one once. PP, how are you doing? Lawrence, thanks for showing up. Oh, Michael, he's already R3. I saw your video, actually, then. I know exactly which one you're talking about. It was awesome. It was awesome. I've already shown an R3 A-bomb myself. From Ares, I think it was Ares or Strands. I think it was Ares, and he's awesome. I totally with you. I'll try to catch Iron Patriot. No one is difficult for you, buddy. I think you got to keep that in mind. The rest of us are just humans. But yes, Corey can still be pretty tough. So we'll try to keep moving through here. Mega Farts. I am confused. What are we talking about? If you're talking about me or the chat, let me know. I know sometimes I get long-winded and then get behind the chat a little bit. So we'll move on with the gameplay. Duke, I'm understanding why you used Magneto for so much of this. So many metal champions. I like that, though. I really like what Kabam has done with this. It feels like when you start to do the lanes and see them, there's clearly a champion that is best, a champion or two. But there's a lot of other champions that can work. So it's not unreasonable. If your account is properly ranked for the content, you will have at least one answer for it, if not multiple. Started to forget the nodes. And honestly, just having fun playing my new... So I got to learn to do this. I rank up a champion, and then I forget to make a video on it, on that rank up. And I ranked 3 a Warlock the other day, and I don't think I even said anything about it. And I was really excited about this rank up. OG Thor. Oh yeah, you know I do have a 5-star Thor. See, that's the kind of stuff that I eventually want to do, and I think with some proper planning, I'll get these quests done. But I'd like to stream like a variety of options. I think for this initial one, and I was just completely blanking on who I had wanted to bring in for these 2 paths. But with some proper planning, what we'll do is we'll stream a lot of them with like the non-perfect champion, or test some new R3s. Like, I really love Guardian, and I want to make him work in these book 2, because if he doesn't, I'm going to be really disappointed. I'll be really disappointed. Yeah, Michael, Warlock can just do so much, right? Like, Vega, who was your first 5-star? Oh, wow. I don't remember. I don't even remember who one of my first 6 stars was Luke Cage. I got Luke Cage and I think Angela, and I felt extremely fortunate because at that time they were some of the best. They were some of the best champions in the 6-star pool. It was so small and limited, and I was really excited about that. And then my first real memorable 5-star, the one I saved up, it was back when the featured crystals were different, was Dormammu. I had gotten Dormammu, and then he was going to come back around, and back then you had, like, I think it was a 20% chance to get them out of that crystal, and he was our Alliance War boss, or I wanted him to be at the time, and I duped him. I had 3 crystals, and I got him on the 3rd one, so I was so excited about that. So yeah, Man Falcon, I am new here. Oh, buddy. Okay. Well, yeah, I'd stick with it, please. Like, obviously, mods are always needed, and so we're constantly looking for more, or frequently observing that. And so that'd be something I'd be happy to do. I absolutely love support and the interaction, and I'm going to continue streaming. And so let's just keep that going. Let's build towards that. And I hope those 6 months go well for you, if I'm reading that correctly. So yeah, this is just a weird year. So much going on for so many of us, right? Like it is not easy. So it's always cool when we can get together and do these things. Elder, what's the story behind my outro song? I'll try to keep that quick. So one of my kids is actually singing in that song. It's like an after school camp type place. They do summer camps where they do like these really professional sounding songs with kids. And so my kid went to a summer camp there and helped sing that song. And so when I started this way back, I guess I saw in July, so it's not that long ago, I reached out to the owners of that place and said, hey, do you mind if I use that song on the outro? And they said, no problem at all. So that's what that is. So some people love it. Some people have told me, they're like, dude, it's creepy, get rid of it. But I like it, so it's fun. My most used 5-star is Blade. Blade was the only champion I used for months in this game. Layers, yeah. I think I saw you uploaded a new one. That's cool. I can't wait to check that out. Let us know what it's about. Feel free to let us know what that's about. Yellow Jacket was your first 5-star. All right, yeah. I mean, that's could have been worse. Some people I think cleared LOL with him, at least for initial. Would you mind going over my favorite uses for Warlock? I took him to R5, but have to have my aha moment with him. My favorite uses, I think you're seeing a lot of them right there. I didn't talk through what I was doing enough. The passive heal block is such a huge deal. Like, the only other champion that can do that in the game is Mysterio. Obviously, that lane was not debuff immune, but if it had been, the heal block would still have landed. And then his immunities. He's not just. I'm going to say this, and hopefully I'm not wrong. He's not just immune to bleed and poison. I believe it's also shock. No, I'm sorry. It is cold snap, and frostbite. So I know that's not all over the game, but that's there, and that is real. It is an immunity. And then the fact that he can apply damage in so many different ways, with the SP2 having the armor break, and then the damage really rounds up, and then the bleed. So maybe it wasn't working out the way I had intended, but I have in the synergy with Ultron, so that whenever they get a debuff from something they're immune to, they're going to get Fury. And was that changed only once a fight? I think it got changed. So the immunities and the heal block, and then his damage is actually really good too. And then if the champion is healing, there's a little bit of power control. K21 has some fight videos where he's in war and he fights a Mysterio, I believe, and Mysterio never is even able to throw a special. K21 just parries. Mysterio gets the infections up, and then because the defender has salve on and is healing, he's actually getting power drained the whole time. Mysterio never even throws a special. It's really cool. Really, really cool stuff. All right. There's a lot of chat. I got to do at least a little bit of gameplay, and then I'll be right back with the chat, though. So hopefully I'll do a decent little showcase here of Warlock. He's a great champion. And there was a time where his infections were cutting off. I think it was all ability accuracy. And I remember he was just beasting in war at that time. Yeah, we're not going to get to see it. Because, with Sinister putting the debuffs back on you, I was trying to get him to try to place the bleed back on me, and I wasn't paying attention to see if that was actually working and making sense. Just realized we've been going for a while. I'm not going to start watching the clock already, though. Oh, looking at the clock, missed the SP3. Oh, well. I love that animation out of Sabretooth. And down. Yeah, Man Falcon, that's correct. There was a while where he was reducing both, and I might be getting the timing a little bit wrong, but I think we were even using him for like lane 4. There was a particular fight or two that he was being used for, and everyone got really worried that he when it got changed to only what is it? He only reduces against the defensive or the offensive. I don't remember at the moment. There was a lot of concern about that. Game sounds off. Let me know. I just the other day was able to fix it so that I can hear the game sounds, which clearly I still make mistakes, but has made a huge difference in my ability to play the game while streaming. I didn't realize how much I relied on sound. Game sounds are pretty low. Music is, though. Oops, that's not good. Let's see what happens. All right. Well, at least we didn't die. If you guys want, I can try to turn it up a little bit, though, if you want. Would you want? Oh, okay. Yeah, and so much of that stuff is personal, right? Like some people in the videos, people will say that the music's no one's ever said it's too loud. Or at least I haven't gotten that in a really long time. But I think a lot of it too has to do with like how you're listening to it. Some people are listening on headsets, some people through speakers, and then other people are on like a mobile device. So it's just also personal. As long as I'm not yelling in your ears, if it's that loud, let me know. Or if it's the other way around where you can't hear me. And I do like the music. LC did a great job with these songs. So I should probably start adding a little bit of variety, though. Let's catch up on chat for a little bit. Fluffy Pig Monster, thank you so much for coming, buddy. I appreciate you getting here. Yeah, Megafarts, you're right. I think Sabretooth is a great example of what Warlock can do. Armon is asking, is 6-star Colossus or Corvus R3 worthy unawakened? I That's a tough one, buddy. Without knowing your full roster and what content you need to do. I mean, they're both great champions. I think both good unawakened. But R3 is still such a rare thing. I tend to recommend holding off if you can. If you don't need to R3 them for content or just because you want to. At the end of the day, it is a game, right? Iron Patriots answering the question. Thanks. I always appreciate when people answer questions too, right? Like you all know so many things that obviously I'm not going to, and that's great. Fluffy Pig Monster, Apocalypse, Magneto, Professor X to rank 3, choose one. Apocalypse or Magneto. As much as I love Professor X, maybe Magneto as I'm making my way through book 2. I do want to use my Apocalypse more and test him out here. And I've just taken mine to R3 as well. So maybe that could be something fun we could do, is try to do some streams of how can we use Apocalypse in book 2. I think that'd be fun. Moving through. Shadow, never worry about it, buddy. Don't ever worry about leaving early or not even making it at all. I really appreciate you getting here. Enjoy Futurama. I hope the bowling went well. You got to let us know. Please let us know in Discord how it went. And if you're still here, let me know. All right. And layers, you uploaded the Epoch crystals. Very cool. Those are always fun. And how to evade Punisher's SP1. Ooh, I need to learn how to do that. So I will watch that for sure. Yeah, Michael, you're actually commenting on another reason why I like Warlock. He has so many synergies with teams I love, right? And even if you start throwing in like Sunspot, I think that's one that increases ability accuracy on specials for mutants in general, right? And then you can just start like working Sunspot into so many teams of mutants and accentuating what the mutants can do. There's the one too that like reduces the amount of power enemies gain on specials, I believe. And so there's just a lot of impressive stuff. So not only is he good, but then he could do some great stuff. This guy kind of looks like Dave. Are you talking about me? I assume you are. And are you talking about Dorky Dave? Because I have heard that before. One of the first times I ever showed my face on a video, that was one of the major comments I got. A lot of DMs being like, "Are you sure you're not Dave?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure." Redwood, I got a 6-star skill rank up. I chose to Killmonger, Stealthy, both Awaken, and Fury. Oh, buddy. Those are pretty rare, and I really like Killmonger. I also like Stealthy. I have Stealthy ranked a little bit higher. And I just did my rankings, and I had a long talk about skill. Little tinfoil hat here. But Fury is so good. The Awakened ability is important, though. It's really important. If you can, I would suggest holding off on that rank up. Hold off on that resource. I know it's hard to do, but see if you can get Fury Awakened. And then if you need to rank a Killmonger or Stealthy for some content coming up, use it and go for it, and you'll be really happy with it. But I think depending on where you're in the game and how resources flow in for you, I could see disappointment coming if you rank up Stealthy or Killmonger and then you awaken Fury. But my advice would be to set a deadline, right? Today, say in 3 weeks, I'm going to use it. And I'm going to use it on Killmonger or Stealth. I'm going to use it on Stealthy. And then if 3 weeks come and you have an awakened Fury, then so be it. You'll be happy. Because then otherwise you end up in the situation where you're waiting forever. And then that's annoying. So the bowling went well. That's great. Yeah, Dorky Dave. I've heard that before. I have heard that before. I've heard, and it's not just even looks. It's mannerisms a little bit too. And I agree. I like Dave. I like his videos. I think he's hilarious and really good at the game too. So, all right. I should move into this. So we're fighting this this boss. Is this the boss we'll be fighting? Oh, wow. What does this guy do? This was not the boss I thought we were going to. I thought we were going to... Namor? Namor should crush this guy? Okay. He's an Electro Luke mix. Okay, thank you everyone for writing in the chat. I thought we were going to a different boss. Oh, so that's why I brought Namor. I will still switch out a champion. I like that they did this too. They obviously did not need to do this. There's no reason for that, Ultron. Omega Rex. Omega works. Oh, with the tentacle hits? I'm not a huge... Havoc? Havoc works? Here, well, I saw Omega first, so let's go, and I'm running Suicides. So I will bring that in. This my 6-star Namor is only Sig 140 too, so that's the other problem. Okay, and so he's gonna have watch your 10 combo. I'll read the note again. Thank you everyone who's pitching in the chat. That's extremely helpful. 10 combo, watch your falter. So I will get to falter regardless, it sounds like. Yeah, I didn't mean the 140 quite how that sounded. I'm sure that sounded a little ridiculous. Okay, so we're going to get the falter regardless. All right. Interesting. All right, let's see what happens. Worst thing that happens is we use some items. No big deal. Oh, yeah, totally forgot that he was Electro. And totally forgot I should not be using the light hits. Yeah, thanks, Michael. Yeah. Too much to try to remember. William, I like Act 7. I'm enjoying it a lot, actually. Pretty much the same thoughts as everyone else. That they did a good job of making it so there is a best counters, but you don't necessarily have to bring them in. All right. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, Michael, I that's a good strat. I thought I was doing something kind of good, but I'm not sure it worked out as well as I hoped. Oh, wow. Did not see that intercept coming from good old Luke Cage here. And the falter. Here, I'll just clear out a little bit of health if possible with these other ones. We'll revive up and finish them off. I'm realizing that I saw quite a few questions on this in Alliance chat, and now a lot of your suggestions are ringing a bell. There was the good old thumb stick. Oh, it wasn't intercept, it was falter. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Thanks, Duke. You quaked him? Yeah, I saw that too as an option. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me as well. This is, see, like, I think this is a great example, though, of a pretty interesting fight they've put together. And we've already just named, what, 4 different counters that could, in theory, work. And I could see a solo working for all of them. Professor X would be good. I think he would get around the falter mechanic. I think he would maybe still take damage back, though, right? Because it's all damage done. It's not just contact. If I'm understanding it correctly. Gambit, that's right. I think it was Cam who brought up Gambit. Only on the first movement. No, if he has no contact attack, it bypasses. Yeah, also another good point. And John does know his Professor X. Oh wow. That was not a good idea. Falcon, would Falcon turn it all off completely? Use Namor just to really rare. Yeah, we'll go with Namor. That sounds fun. But I could see Omega Red working quite fine there. I just threw the SB2 at a really bad time. Yeah, I see what you're saying there too, Duke. So if I was going to do this path over and be interested in item use, there obviously would be no reason to bring 2 Warlocks. And you could sneak in that Sabretooth, no problem. And I think you'd probably be fine. Just play this fight a little bit better than I did. And I don't think it'd really be an issue. But I think that's kind of what we're talking about. That's a great fight that they've created here, where there's multiple options for finishing it off. Obviously, Namor could do it. So you all made great suggestions. You guys obviously know what you're talking about, and that's what we have been talking about as a group, is just helping each other get better at this game. And then here's DLL. Hey, buddy, thanks for Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Sundays, I know, are busy for everyone. You used Hype and Torch. That also makes sense. John, Falcon can turn off regular Electro. You know what? Speaking of Falcon, there was a chat about Falcon in Alliance chat today, and I might be too low on Falcon. It seems like his SIG is a really big deal, and getting that high could really help up. But even Cam was pumping Falcon up. I might revisit that and see, because the skill class could sure use some help, right? And part of what I think they're supposed to do is shut off ability accuracy. And so many of the problems for me, anyways, with these champions is it's like they shut off 80%. Like you can't rely on that. I mean, it's a big number. Don't get me wrong. Like if I had an 80% chance to win some sort of like lottery, that would be great. I would do it a lot. But in these fights where you really need to rely on something, 80% is not what you're looking for at all. So to be able to completely turn it off, maybe I'm underestimating that part of Falcon's kit, and that would be a big deal. Let's take a look at a little bit of chat, and then Falcon were great. Drago Seaton showcased it. All right, very cool. Good to know. There we go. So, and John saying it. So everyone, looks like you all knew something. This is what I'm talking about. I am learning so much from you all. Thank you for Rohan. That's good to hear, buddy. I appreciate you doing that. I like to do that too. Just kind of like hang out, like be part of the vibe from the group. So, Gwen Perian use Magic and Omega synergy. All right. Small Turkey, how are you doing? Thanks for showing up. Mega Farts, you have no idea what you're talking about? I have a feeling you're referencing something earlier in the chat, because in my experience, you usually do know what you're talking about. If you heavy during the immersion period structure, you'll have power to throw another SP3. Yeah, I knew there was a way to do it. I do sometimes use Namor. I'm not a huge fan of his, so there's going to be a lot of nuance to playing him I don't know. And yeah, the SIG increased damage. Who is this KT1 guy? Has anyone heard of him? Just showing up, calling me a slacker. What, just because I don't stream like 5 times a day? Dude, you are killing it, man. It is so cool to see how well you are doing. All of the content is incredible. I can't even keep up with your top 10 lists. I've got them downloaded, and I listen to them while I'm exercising or on walks. And I've learned a lot from them, dude. Thank you for what you're doing and for just continuing to crush out content. John, I did not know you made a forum post on that. If you don't mind, share that with me. I don't know if you're on Discord. If you are, I'd love it if you would share that in the server. And if not, I keep lying pretty much for Alliance stuff, but maybe put it in the comment section of a video, and I would love to see that. Yeah, let's say hi to K21. Thanks for doing that, Drago. Jacob, I hope all is going well for you too. Oh, I'm glad you were able to make a stream. Something I'm hoping to do more and more. John, awesome. I appreciate it. I'd love to see that. We've got I think we've got a real nice active community going. A lot of ideas being shared. A lot of people who really enjoy talking about the game, which is what I think it's about. So, KT1. Hilarious. I don't know if you're referring to me or Drago, but it's still funny either way. All right. So I need to do this. I'm only planning to go for about another half an hour, and I really want to finish completing book 2 before I do. So let's get there. And then I think you get a 6-star for that, and we'll open that up. The team that I was advised to take in. I was told to take in Human Torch, Magneto, Fury, Gold pool, I assume that's because I'm running suicides. And then ghost. I would love to do my 6-star ghost in the next featured. Just feels weird not having her at a high rank. You know what, DLL, I'm not totally sure actually. Duke was here, and Duke was the one that. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. I'll definitely look for that. And I see that you're saying it's a different name, so I'll keep that in mind. I'm realizing that Duke isn't here, so I'm not sure which path he was talking about taking, which would be a large part of it. So maybe I might have to do some thinking on my own, which is always hard to do. Although this doesn't look too bad. I could see Magneto destroying this, right? Yeah, let's just take this. And is the Gwen Perion? Okay, so Drago, we'll just do this and then. Oh, Ebony Moth. That's right. Thank you, Tweety. I don't know if you were here earlier or if that just is a really beautiful coincidence, but yes, that's the path. Thank you. It's got Doom on it, but I assume that's what Human Torch is for. Let's see what the nodes are. All right. Let's give it a go. All right, that wasn't picture perfect, but it worked. Ronan. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I make typos all the time. I'm glad you stuck with it. Oh, I see. Okay, so Torch is going to be used quite a bit on this path. Yeah, he got melted even with me just running straight into the boulder he threw at me on that first heavy. I do think this path has every single defender who killed me this war season on it, though. So this is like a bit of a hall of nightmares for me. They tried to get cute, and Sinister punched me in the face. All right, there we go. William, thanks for hanging out, buddy. I appreciate it. You have a great day too. Yeah, Human Torch is just a force. Anytime he works, he's amazing. Mega Farce, you got that right, buddy. I got my revenge in the season, but I don't know. Doom. I did take care of Doom, but too. But I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, this will be interesting. I guess we'll go Torch again. The worst thing that happens is we revive him and put on potions. That is why they are in the game. Why no Warlock? If you're referring to War, I think this is just something with alliances getting comfortable with certain champions. And even certain BG, I'm going to run right into that heavy. Even certain BGs, and I've noticed this, is the people assigning the fights, they get comfortable with a champion. And I've noticed that my BG, for whatever reason, is just not as comfortable with Warlock. But they're very comfortable with Human Torch. And they're not wrong. He's great for that fight. I mean, he's great, right? Anyone who's you just saw, right? And that was with me messing up once or twice. And then so as a result, though, I think what happens is when they're planning out the pathing, they're thinking ahead, and they're so limited on who can be brought into fights. And so as a result, knowing that they're going to want a Human Torch later, instead of finding a way to work a Warlock in to fight the Sinister, they just be like, oh, well, we're already bringing a Human Torch for a later on fight. Vega has a rank 3 or so-and-so has a rank 3. Let's just give the rank 3 to the rank 3 Torch fight to them, as opposed to working in another Warlock. With Suicides, you're definitely correct. This was just the team that Duke had suggested early on, and I was realizing the notes. I did make notes. We're in a totally different room, and so instead of leaving and going to get them, I just decided to follow Duke's notes. And then lastly, AQ is coming up, and who should I use for this fight? I guess Torch again. I mean, Torch is doing fine. Throw a little bit of a heal on him, though. Meta. Yeah, so people are comfortable with Warlock, and trust me, I get it. I 100% get it. And if you saw my War video, I completely melted down. Now, a lot of that was due to the fight I had taken previously, but all of a sudden I was having trouble fighting Warlock with Human Torch. There's no reason for me to have trouble with it. But before that day, I would have said I would much rather have Warlock too. I think this, if I didn't even really read the nodes that well, but I think if I read them well too, does this have clap back on? So anytime they throw a special, they're gonna put those incinerates back on me. So it's working out well. I understand now, DL. Thanks for explaining it. All right. Now, here's the scary one for me, is Doom. Doom is a scary guy. It's going to make me actually read the things again. Is there any reason to not use my pre-fight? Like, it's not like... Oh, you want to see me use Magneto? Yeah. Yeah, why not? Let's give it a try. You know what? Let's have fun. And yeah, Dragon Man, I assume you mean you're fighting Dragon Man? That could not be fun. I got lucky and was able to fight him on a node this war season where I could stun him, and I was able to use a rank 3 Human Torch. Those two things together simplified the fight a lot, but without that, not so fun. DLL, didn't you take some pretty great Dragon Man fights this season? Yeah, I did that to myself. Got a little too greedy. Let's have fun. Vega's last words. Those are famous last words, though. So let's at least add that part. Stay away from me, Doom. Well, I'm sure everyone was exhilarated by watching the parry heavy over and over. But that was fun. A lot of SP1 evades there. And those two guys fighting, that just feels like a cool thing, right? Like, it feels like two titans of the game and two titans of comics, of course, and things like that. So it's enjoyable. I don't know. I guess we'll use Magneto. Although, and this was cool. We were in Incursions the other day, and the guys reminded me that because I was actually able to use Archangel against Red Magneto. I had made Archangel a horseman. I'm not even going to mess around with trying to evade those, because bad things will happen if I mess that up. And anyway, so I was able to use Archangel against Red Magneto, and it worked extremely well because his ability accuracy can't be reduced. But then I forgot that the white Magneto is actually completely immune to bleed, not resistant. And I ended up dying in a later room with my Horseman Archangel as a result. So, lesson learned, I hope. Oh, inverted controls. Duke, I wish I had read that earlier, my friend. Ah, he died first. That was funny. I know, Mike. I know everyone loves a good Magneto fight. Said no one ever. It's like, I think that's the new Quake fights, where it's like, yeah, that was really cool, buddy, but I don't know if I need to see that again. let's see here. All right, so the Spider Witch boss has the specials inverted control. Is there anything else about her? Because I actually can't stand inverted controls, in which case I would bring maybe Professor X in or my other Magneto. Bring a poison immune. Switch Magneto for Wasp or Hood. And just play with inverted controls. So whose animations does she have? Okay. Scarlet Witch animations. So we have Scarlet Witch animations. All right. Well, here, I'm just going to go in for a test run to kind of make sure I understand what the heck is going on here. Oh, wow. The inverted controls are only during specials. That's going to be really not fun. All right, everyone. I think we might be in for a giggle here. Let's have... This is going to be a hoot, as they say. Okay. Come on, Human Torch. I've never needed you more. Oh, I went right in. Oh, that was funny. All right. Parry. Yeah, I got to parry a bit more. With Ghost one hit phase. Yeah, it's just a thing of getting the reverse controls that's only for the specials. But yeah, thank you. If I think of it like Emma, maybe that will help. We'll go ahead and just go in with Wasp just to continue to try to get used to this. Okay, and the inverted controls last a while. And then, of course, she has the evade because only the specials are Scarlet Witch. This is a thing. You know what, Duke? I think Wasp was fine. I think Wasp was fine. Yeah, so I think this is also good. This is showing that how many different options there are for these fights. Like, as I'm in this and seeing it, yeah, this is good. I think Nick's going to get some work in here, though. I was hoping to just be able to block it. All right. We're almost there. And then we will open up. It's a 6-star crystal, right? That'll come from this. Oh, no. What's up, B-Man? I hope you enjoyed seeing that. We tried to team her down, and we've come so far. And we're almost there. We are almost there. That's a fun fight, though. That is a really fun fight. This is done, if nothing else, first of all, I had a wonderful time hanging out with everyone. And second of all, if this has done nothing else, it's made me even more excited to come in, continue to plan, and have a good time using a variety of champions on these fights. Like, I want to use Apocalypse, I want to use Spider-Ham, and I want to use Guardian. And see how that can all go. Thanks, Duke. Appreciate you showing up. And all right, let's open these up. What do we have here? Oh, that's shards. It is shards. Oh, wow. Mega farce. So that's what I was saying, buddy, is like, I'm not going to worry about like item lists or anything like that. Like, I think we used a few potions to heal up Human Torch in there, and then we used a revive. And you know what? That's great. I'm happy. We're having fun. So it's 6-star shards, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I'm saving for that 6-star featured. So, but I told you all that I would open a 6-star crystal. So let me think of something here. So many of you are still here. I will open something. Just let me figure out what it's going to be. 6-star rank up gem. And then, so let's rank up let's open those while I figure out what it is. All right, and I've got time to figure out if I'm going to get that or not. So bear with me here. Let's go ahead and open these things up. Because I've been talking this whole time about how I was going to open a 6-star crystal, so I feel badly not doing it. Yeah, I'm going to save for the featured, but I've been sitting here saying I'm going to open up a crystal, and oh, you guys can't even see it. It is cosmic. Let me move this. Let me get my noggin out of the way here. Let's see. Let me find it. Let me get that out of the way. There we go. So we've got Cosmic, which is great. I have a Cosmic Awakening gem, so we are all kinds of prepared for Hercules in the summer. Who to pick up, who to rank up. That's a bold one. That is bold. I don't know if we can go Kamala. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to talk me into that. I feel badly. I don't feel horribly. But let's open this and see if this somehow changes anything. I think I'm getting close on Mystic and Cosmic, actually. I am not close on Tech, I don't believe. I do not believe I am close on Tech. Yeah, so even that 15%er would not get me there. I don't think I'm going to get that. Just seems like a really overpriced deal. Here, we'll do something fun. If you guys, do people want to see a crystal or two opened? Let me. Does anyone? Andre, how you doing, buddy? Really appreciate the communications as of late. So the first, let's get two answers. If I get two, if they're the same answer, then I will go with it. If people want to stick around for what would probably be 10 crystals, then we will do it. If not, then we'll just say good afternoon and that this was a lot of fun. Oh, I'm saving for the featured regardless. I'm not, because that's I think a smart play for my account, and I know you guys all want to see the featured too. I'm just saying crystal or no crystal. Okay, so Michael's saying crystal. If we get one more crystal or two no crystals, then I will go 10 crystals. All right. Oh, well, you're the same person. All right, there we go, Meta. I think, I just need an enabler there, Meta. That's all I need. I need an enabler. All right, we'll take a look at the 6-star cosmic roster, and then we'll open 10 Dragon Man crystals for fun. So there we go. Captain Marvel is duped. So I think the next R3 will be either Captain Marvel or Corvus. And Shadow and his recent love, not recent love, my recent knowledge or my recent becoming aware of his love of Kamala, I realized I don't even have her. I don't even have her. That feels ridiculous. It feels ridiculous. So I can't R3 here. Otherwise, I would. I would right now. But I just don't have her. What can I do? All right. So we're gonna put on the Be Right Back, and then we'll open 10 Dragon Mans and have some fun with that. So give me just a few seconds. All right, we're back. All right, we'll do the 10 Dragon Mans. Hey, Slayer, I appreciate you. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. And spin these or pop them. Let's get two. If we get two of the same answer, two agreements, the first two agreements, we'll just do that. So it'll be spin or pop. It's completely up to you guys. Pop, and let's get one more. Spin, pop. All right, pop wins. All right, so here we go. I do not have a 6-star Dragon Man. I really want one, quite badly. Oh, thank you for the subscribing. Spin 5, pop 5. Here's what we'll do, because I made this confusing. This is my fault. We will spin 10 real quick, and then we'll pop 10 very quickly, and then I'll come back and we will spin 10, and then we'll be done. So here we go. Let's go ahead and just pop these, hoping for one new. Nine duplicates. So, all right. Let's see what that means. That's probably that 4-star Dragon Man. For those of you who have not seen my last two openings, they've been outrageously lucky, like absurdly lucky. And I expect this. In fact, I'm shocked I even got 4 stars. All right, give me one more minute, and then we will spin out 10, and then we'll be done for the day. So hold on just a minute. All right, we're back. And then now we will, wow, what a circus. Yeah, you know, hey, circuses are fun. And here we go. All right, let's get this dragon man, shall we? All right. I think I need to at least mention the lucky hat. It's back there in the corner. I don't think anyone can see it though, but it's back there. So I am so much happier about the 5-star. Oh, Slayer, I took no offense whatsoever. I've gotten to know your personality, and I trust me, I love people having fun and making jokes. So it is a circus. You're right. It's definitely a circus. And so I would prefer the 5-star Sasquatch over the 6-star Maw there because of the extra 6-star shards. Like right now, this is like, it's not quite the same as Save for Blade, but oh, I wanted that domino though. I did want the domino. Man. All right, whatever. I don't know if my domino's awakened. No, she is. All right, come on. Yeah, there was too many 5-stars in a row there. I knew there's no way it's going to stop on one of them. So it is what it is. All right, we're down. We got 7 more. Come on, we can do this. Four-star store. No. Michael, I think you're wishing me bad luck here. That's the good bad luck, right? We've talked about that. That's like that's the steak dinner after you've just eaten at the free buffet, right? The free steak dinner where you're already just totally stuffed. Let's not do that. Oh, I would have liked that 6-star Mephisto though. I would have really liked that. What luck? Hey, how are you doing? Tough luck, yeah. Oh, of course, wet noodle. The real, it is completely the same as a slot machine, right? It's exactly the exact same concept. Man, like all of those 6-stars that just flashed by, then a 5-star, then we go to the 3 with the 6-star right behind it. So it is what it is. Yeah, there's definitely some trolling here. And really, the reason we're doing this is I felt badly because I was saying we were going to open up a 6-star crystal, and because I just thought that was part of the rewards, and it wasn't there, right? So, and I've had so much fun. I don't want to have a letdown here at the end of the stream. We've got 3 left. Let's go. Let's finish this strong, though. For those who didn't see it, in my last video, I thought for sure, oh, it's okay. It's okay. No, let's not have anyone else fill in. Yeah, it'll be fine. And the really good thing is hopefully we're building some more 6-star shards for the featured. So won't always do this, but we're having a good time. And you know what's really interesting is the 6-stars aren't even good. Like it's not like aside from that domino, all of these 6-stars have just been ones I would not. R3 Void, even have the 5-star, I think so. Unless you have some other really awesome science champions that you want to rank 3, I think so for sure. His Sig is important, so keep that in mind. And the science champions are so Sig hungry. They are so Sig hungry. So I think. Oh, then yeah, as Mega Farts is saying there too. So I think that is fitting. The 3-star Ronan to close it off. I think that just makes sense. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for everyone who stopped in. Let's check real quick and see if someone else is streaming. And we can raid them real quick. Yeah, I deserve bad luck, though, for a very long time. I kind of want to get it out of my system before the featured crystals come up. So, so that is what it is. Does anyone know if is anyone streaming? You know, I see Born is streaming right now. Looks like he is doing Cavalier of the Event Quest. So, and he can be a really good time. Oh, Coop. Oh, Coop. I already just said. Meta, can you put Coop in there? I am actually part of that tournament. Why isn't Enzo streaming it? Armand, I would think Always Would Be Lucky would be awesome too. I agree with that. Enzo is streaming. I am subscribed to Enzo. Why is it not? I really don't like this about YouTube. That you can be subscribed to someone and their stuff doesn't show up. Hey, Alaric, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. Yeah, I am pumped up. I know you're talking about the spider ham. Why is Enzo? Are you guys sure that Enzo is streaming? I don't have, I'm actually on his page and I'm not seeing it pulled up. I know people are leaving. I wouldn't stick around for watching me fumble with the internet either. So, well, you know, I'm sure we'll all find something to do. It's unfortunate that there's not someone on, or Coop is definitely streaming. Hold on, everybody. Let me get this and we'll put this in the chat and then let's go over for a while together. This is really fun, people. And let's at least stop in and say hi, at least, right? Well, that looks weird. Maybe capitalize the R in raid. But thank you so much to everyone for stopping by. I had a great time, and I will catch you all soon. Take care, Mega Farts. Take care, everybody.